Well, it's Veterans Day weekend, Remembrance Day here. A shout out to all the veterans near and dear. Let's take a minute to say thanks to you folks for everything you do. And today I bring to you a mammoth of a mail opening video here today. Let's get into this mail here. Make sure we don't cut on the wrong side of the line. We could end up with a catastrophe on our hands on mammoth this mastodon of a mail opening video here today for you folks. The card I'm excited to have come in the mail. I know what it is. And thinking of the reserve list and the new Rivals of Ixalan set that's coming out, this card stood out to me. And because I don't currently have a copy of it, I was expecting to see some really sweet tribal coming out of the new set. We got the sticky tape, a couple of pieces of sticky tape, switched up the sticker here. Looks like a little gobbo inside the box. Get that sticky tape out of here. Not the extra sticky tape, just the sticky tape. And let's open this baby up here. I'm hoping they got some styrofoam inside. This one's a little sticky, hard to get open. Well, let's get into it. Try and get this little guy out of here. He's clinging to the window like Garfield on the back of the car. Rivals of Ixalan. That's right. I said it. There's a new elephant planeswalker in the set. I was expecting, a styrofoam chip. Delicious. And as I was saying, there's a new elephant planeswalker in the set. I was expecting some really big tribal coming out of the new Rivals of Ixalan set and some support for the mammoths and the elephants in the room. Look at the condition on this card. Holy smokes, this thing has seen some play. It's beat up. It's got nothing but edge wear, backing wear. Looks like it's been thrown around on the cardboard for a couple of decades. This guy's laughing at me thinking, this is a heavy played at best, Brody. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. See if we can get it out of here. All right, one copy of the Elephant Graveyard. This is an Arabian Nights land. I think it's a U2 or maybe even a rare. A great card for Elephant or Mammoth Tribal. It taps for a colorless mana. You can add one to your mana pool, so it does make mana, or you can tap it to regenerate an elephant or a mammoth. Seems pretty fitting. I'm a big fan of Minotaurs. I was hoping to see a little bit more support for them in the last couple of sets, but alas, the didgeridoo, and maybe a card like this one will see a little bit of love on the reserve list down the road if they get some decent elephant tribal in behind them. But I'm just looking for a card here. All right, I'm just looking for a card here, folks, and seeing if I can fix some of that glare. Look at this card here. Condition wise, this is actually a funny story about this card. I was moving, and me and Mrs. Alfonso loaded up an old couch, and we took it to the dump. And when we were unloading it off the back of the pickup truck, something fell out of it, and it was this card here. I call it the City of Traders from the couch. And since then, I had already replaced it because I thought I only had 3 or 4 of a playset. I was sure I had a playset, but this one went into the couch, so I ended up sending it in on a buy list. But if you look right here across the corner, this one has a little bit of a kink in it from being sat on and slept on a few times. It's got a good surface. The art is legible, but it's got a little bit of a kink in the corner and a little bit of a bend down the center. I mean, they returned it to me saying, like, this card is too far gone. I said, okay, no problem. I'll take it. I'll throw it in some deck somewhere. But, like, when you compare it to this card here, like, look at the surface on this card and how rough it is. Like, even on the backside, the thing looks like it's seen a lot of hours on the cardboard without a sleeve. This thing's well loved. It's on the HP to HHHP grade scale. It's definitely seen a lot of wear. It's arguable which one's in worse condition. I guess it's a lesson to be learned. As long as the card is straight and the cardboard is flat, it doesn't matter what the surface is. This is a sellable card. Whereas the City of Traders from the couch is not something anyone would touch. What do you think here? Is this Does this even fit in as MP, HP? Seems pretty heavily played, but since I don't have a copy of this card already, this will be the first one or two for the reserve list, and hoping to see some elephant tribal support coming up our way in the future. Let's see if we get this other one out of here, and if it's any better condition. It's stuck to the glass. Man, a lot of static in these plexiglass containers. All right, there it goes. We got this one out here. It doesn't seem to be any different. It's definitely triple HP. Seen a lot of love, but a playable copy. If we've got some mammoths or some elephants, we want some Loxodon that we want to regenerate, even cast some spells. This could be the card that gets us there. Great to add to the collection. Now might be a good time to pick up some of these lands, the rare and uncommon splots from Arabian Nights block. A really cool addition to the collection today. Something I wanted for a long time, have not been able to get my hands on it. Now, with the advent of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan coming out, was seeing some mammoth elephant planeswalkers and was expecting to see a few more creatures of that genre printed here. But like I said, this is a mammoth video, so I'm going to have to back out and make a little bit of room for you folks today because Ryan Sarens, a shout out to you. I did a little shopping over at Ryan's eBay store, got some stuff for myself, including this here big, giant box, a mammoth of a box from this fellow eBayer. He's got some interesting stuff. I'll put a link in the description below. Doesn't always have Magic the Gathering in there. Got collectibles of different kinds. Let's see if we can get into this big giant box that we picked up off eBay. Was excited to find this because it was a lot. So I was been looking for like one of these items in particular for a long time. And the price just seemed right. So I figured let's take a shopping trip over at the eBay store, and let's take a shopping trip over at Ryan Saren's eBay store and pick up the one item that I was really excited to get. And just for the bundle, this came out of a storage locker, if I'm not mistaken. Just been going back and forth with him in the chat. All right, lots of packaging here. Two boxes inside a box. This is definitely an unboxing video. No doubt about it, a mammoth of a video for you folks here today. Let's see what we got in here. 1, 2 separate boxes. We'll start with this one, get it open up, see what we got inside. I already see Magic the Gathering. So inside the lot, there was this sealed box, booster box, and a couple of 150 count plexiglass bulk containers. Looks like a Dark Heart of the Wood there, right on top. That's something that playable card from the dark. I'm kind of excited to see that. Was not sure what was going to be in here, but maybe we'll make a live stream or a mail opening video where we'll go through the bulk here and see what we got. Bottomless vault on the bottom here. So this mail opening video seems to be bottomless here today. Let's make a little bit more room here. So we got these two 150 count bulk card cases to go through and a sealed booster box. This one's wrapped up pretty nice. And for your information, this is not the item I was most interested in. This was sort of like a bonus. But so the item I'm looking for must be in this box over here. Try and get in this package here today. Another mammoth mail opening video here on the weekend with some weekend cartoons for you folks. All the good stuff. Okay, an envelope. Let's get this out of here. See what we got inside. This must contain a box, two boxes inside a box, and inside that box, an envelope. And inside that envelope, we have, look at that. 3 more boxes. So double box in box, triple box inside envelopes. This is the item I was most interested in. These go for anywhere for a $100 to $200 if you can find them in good condition. Let's just move this over here. The Legends booster box, empty box, nice flat packed. I should set this up here for the channel. Something for the display. I like it. Maybe we'll try and get some Legends packs in there. So really special thank you to Ryan Sarans over. Check out his eBay channel. I'll put a link in the description below. This one, I should set it up. Oh, let's get it set up here for everybody. This old display box. So this is the item I was most interested in getting my hands on. Have been kind of looking around. There's been a few floating around online for a couple of $100, but this bundle seemed like a pretty good deal. I got the Legends box that I was interested in, and looks like a revised booster box. Try and get this thing set up. A little display for the channel, and the revised booster box. This is my favorite set. I started playing in revised, so pretty fond of this booster set. Try and get a little display action here for the channel. Add a little more visual curb appeal to the channel. This one doesn't look like it's been folded up yet, so I'm not gonna fold the backside up on this one. It looks like it hasn't been folded yet, so we might as well leave that one in good shape. And this one here, MagictheGathering. Jürgen, help me out here. Die Zusammenkunft. This has got to be some German 4th edition, I want to say, perhaps. German 4th edition booster box display. Try and set that up here. I like the look of these older booster boxes. This is something that was like bonus round. I wasn't expecting to get this one, but the revised and the Legends box, primarily the Legends box, really excited to get my hands on. So let's kind of put these here, arrange them for everybody tuning in here on this mammoth mail opening video this weekend. Well, like I say, I've also got a couple of 150 count plexiglass boxes with bulk, and then this here was sort of the icing on the cake for the bundle that I picked up over at the eBay store. So let's get into here. This is a sealed booster box, and it's got some other goodies on top that are just kind of nostalgic collectibles, stuff that you don't really find too often. This here looks like a 4th edition rule book right on top. Got an Ice Age rule book, but this one over here on the left, this one is an older one. I'm not too sure what set this is from. I don't think it's revised. It might be the revised booster, the revised rule book, but it could be the Legends one. I'm not too sure. So if anybody has a comment in the comment section, which exact period of Magic is this rule book from? Because the older ones are a little bit hard to find, and people actually pay money for them. Hey, you might be able to get $50 for a rule book, but it's a nice one to add to the collection. I think I have the 4th edition one in duplicates as well as the Ice Age one, but this older the rule books were only available in starter decks, so it's got to be like a revised or an unlimited edition rule book. And then of course the Ice Age rule book, also nice shape. And then underneath we've got the icing on the cake, the 3 rule books, and a box of the worst set in Magic the Gathering ever printed. The Fallen Empire set. This set is so bad. There's used to be able to buy these for $1 a pack. The booster boxes have sort of become collectible now, not something you want to open. This one's sealed, so it's nice to have Fallen Empire's booster box display. Pretty neat, and a couple of rule books. So we'll put that on display for the channel. Maybe this bottomless plexiglass vault container of bulk, I might save this for a later time here on the channel, as well as the other one. Well, I appreciate you folks for tuning in. It's the weekend, and it's time for you folks to give thanks to all the veterans out there. Well, folks, it's the weekend, and it's a good time. I might do a live stream video. Maybe I'll go through this stuff with you folks here today. in its entirety. Looks like I got a couple of things on the top there, Uncle Estevan and a bottomless vault. But I appreciate you folks for tuning in. It's Veterans Day weekend. Say thanks to a veteran, put on a poppy, and show your support. Appreciate you guys tuning in on the channel. I got a music video out, and I hope to do some more Magic the Gathering videos. Look at this Aeola pile for you folks here on the channel. Talk to you soon. Bye.